real short. This is something near and dear to me. I talk about this and people ask about it, but I really don't talk about it much. But yeah, we're gonna get into it today. So how the fuck did I lose 170 pounds in a year? All my life I've been big. I've been a big guy. I used to be 350 pounds. That was my highest. That was my highest weight that I've ever settled at, 350 pounds. Man, looking back on it, I was a fat person. I was big as hell. But I'm proud. I'm proud of myself now. I'm still big too. I'm just more happier in life than where I was back then. Because I always thought that if I was skinny, if I got skinny, I'll be just fucking happy and I'll just see fucking unicorns and rainbows and all this other shit, but that wasn't the case. We'll get to that later. But what you guys here for, how did I lose 170 pounds in a year? I'm gonna tell you step by step exactly what the fuck I did. I know it started to sound like an infomercial. You guys like, motherfucker, just get to the point. But I'm gonna tell you guys step by step exactly what the fuck I did. My first 30 pounds, I lost in a month. I did the littlest, simplest thing. All I did was switch my diet. I was eating a lot of fried foods. I love fucking chips, Doritos, hot crunchy curls, all the thick shit that thick people eat when they're sitting in the bed watching movies and shit in the middle of the night, ordering pizza. Oh, and I was in the ex-house with at the time. Like we were just, that was my partner in crime, boy. If I was hungry, she was with it. So I wanted to order pizza at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. She was right there with my ass. And that's kind of the reason why I got as big as I did. But I had to cut all that shit out. So I did not go on a diet per se. What I did was I just cut everything in half because I didn't know. The thing is, people know how to eat healthy. People know how to lose weight. People just don't want to do it. So people don't even need to know or to run. People don't even need to go to somebody and ask, oh, what do you do to lose weight? People know. They just know to eat right. What is your definition of eating right? Try that out first. You don't need to always jump on a diet. Whatever you think in your head is your definition of eating better for you, try that shit out first, because that shit helped me lose my first 30 pounds without even going to the gym. But I cut out all, the basic shit people tell you to cut out. Cut out all fried foods, all sugars, pops, juices. I didn't cut out carbs, but I just cut off what the quote unquote bad foods. And I dropped 30 pounds like that. Like it was completely a night and day difference. It was the quickest I've ever lost weight. Actually, it wasn't. We're gonna get to that also. But it was a quick fat loss for doing nothing. Just sitting in your ass doing nothing. I want to emphasize that I did nothing but cut those things out. I lost 30 pounds just like that. Now I said, okay, I'm at 320. I said things are starting to feel good. Your knees and stuff start feeling a little bit better. It's just easy to go upstairs and shit. It's just easy to move around a little bit more. The more weight that comes off your body. So when I got to 320, I said, you know what? I used to stay on the west side of Chicago. It was right by this observatory. It was this big ass park. Literally, it was a big ass park right across the street. Like I can spit, and the spit would travel across the street. That's how close the park was. And I told myself, I said, I'm the laziest motherfucker in the world. I'm the most laziest motherfucker in the world if I can go out and walk in that park for 30 minutes a day. I'm a whole 24 hours that I have in a day, because I wasn't working at the time. I didn't have a job. I was in between jobs trying to find it. I said, I'm the most laziest motherfucker in the world if I can't go to that park and walk for 30 minutes a day. So that's exactly what I did. Got up, I walked. Some days the walking felt good. Some days I did an hour. I never went over an hour. Some days I just kept it at 30, 45 to an hour, and so happy. The next month, I lost another 20 pounds. So I'm like, yay me, woo, I'm doing it. So I'm starting to feel good about myself, but I am starting to notice the weight is slowing down. And it wasn't slowing down because I was trying to go back to my bad eating habits. I just thought that it wasn't normal for me to not lose weight as fast as I was losing. Meaning that I thought it was normal to lose 5 to 6 pounds a week. And when I got to losing 1 or 2 pounds a week, I said, oh shit, something's wrong. Like I need to find a way to speed this shit up. So, that maybe that next month I started going to the gym. People started seeing the change. Oh, you look different. Your clothes are fitting better. You know, you looking good. You know the shit regular people say to make you feel good. You know what? Goddamn, y'all gonna keep congratulating me like this? You know what? I'm gonna keep going this little weight loss shit. This shit feel kind of good. People coming up congratulating me for looking good, feeling better about myself. So, got me a gym membership. My first gym membership was at Bally's. Just some Bally's was hell. So I started going to Bally's. My ex, she hated that shit because she liked bigger guys. And when I started losing weight, that was like, I think that was strike one for her. She like, motherfucker, you're getting too small. You get too much small, I'm gonna leave your ass. Which we end up breaking up in the end, but that's another story. So I started going to the gym. And I said, you know what? I'm doing 30 minutes to an hour outside, but it's starting to be a little more easier. It's starting to be easier than, it's starting to be super easy. So I started asking around. People say, yeah, try walking at an incline. I'm like, an incline. I didn't know what the fuck it was. It sounded challenging, and I like to do challenging shit back then. You know, especially when it came to fat loss, like I was really into it. So what I did was start walking on the incline. Started off very small because, you know, it's hard. You can't just start off walking at a 12-inch incline. You cannot just start out walking at a 15-inch incline. I started small. I started at like 5. Then I worked my way up to 6, 7. And eventually I got to 10. So I'm telling you my program that I did religiously every day. By the time I got to 280, this is all I did. I walked on the incline, holding on. You know, you see the motherfuckers holding on to jump. I walked on the incline, holding on for dear life. I almost passed out a couple times because I just wanted to fall out. But I had that motivation to keep going. I didn't want to stop. I felt the weight coming off, and I felt good. So when I got to 280, I was doing 12 to 15-inch incline, and I was walking at like 2.5 miles an hour, and I did that for about an hour. I lost my soul, and I got to 280. I was like, man, you know, there's something good about this. So that's when it clicked. I say, you know what? So maybe I need to focus in a little bit more on my diet, and maybe I can lose fat faster. Now here's where shit with the fan. I remember we're in 3 months. Now we finna go on to month number 4 now. This is where shit completely hit the fan. I've always I've been big my whole life. I tried the Atkins diet when I was 12. When I was 11 to 12, I tried going on the diet. I tried every fucking diet in the world. But I kept hearing low carb. Low carb is it. Low carb is how you're gonna lose all your weight. My diet, just protein. Like I said, I was on the Atkins diet. Low carb, that's what I knew. All I was eating was protein. I had 1 gram per pound of protein. Actually, I had 1 gram per pound of protein. I really didn't know about fat was. I just kept fat super low, which is understand my low sex drive back then, because I did not know eating low amounts of fat, especially for a guy, eating low amounts of fat for a sustained period of time, it fucking just halts your sex drive. Guys need to take in a little bit more fat than women for hormonal reasons. Also women, like when they go on for contest preps and all this other stuff, they go for their body experiences changes also on a hormonal level, just because they don't have enough calories taken in. But fuck all that. I ain't give a fuck about none of that shit. I love sex now. I'm not finna eat no low calories. You couldn't pay me to eat low calories right now. Fucking love sex. But back then, my thing was losing weight. I didn't give no fuck. Fuck it. So how many calories was I eating? Y'all gonna laugh. I was eating between 12 and 1,500 calories a day. And that's on the 1,500 is on the high end. I tried to keep it at 12 as much as possible. I was barely eating. I just had enough room to fit in protein and fat. A little bit of carbs, that's it. Not finna sit here and lie to y'all and tell y'all I was drinking smoothies. I wasn't taking diet pills. I still don't condone taking diet pills to this day, because that shit is just a fucking waste of money. But for the people who tell me they're taking in 1,500 calories and not losing weight, I don't see how. Because that was my diet for the whole year. Put that in your mind, 1,200 to 1,500 calories a day for a year, consistently. Man, I would never do that shit ever again. But this is my story, and I want to let y'all know step by step exactly what the fuck I did. So that's exactly what I did. Around this time, I got me a job, a little security job, and we had to get up, we had to walk around, we had to patrol our areas and whatnot. And I was talking to some of the people there. They're like, oh yeah, low carb, this is what I do. So I said, maybe something to this low carb. So I tried low carb. My version of low carb is something I wouldn't tell anybody in a right frame of mind to do this shit today. But the motivation of me back then to do and that's when people really say, if you really want it bad enough, you're gonna do whatever the fuck it is to chase your fucking goal. If your goal is to lose all the weight you want to lose in a year, if your mind frame is there, you can do whatever the fuck it is you want to. That's exactly what the fuck I did. So first I went to no carbs. I was just eating meat. I was just eating ribs, no sauce. But it was a good ribs. I was eating ribs, like sausages, hamburgers, chicken, fish. I use cheeses and shit like that. It'll be no bread. I wouldn't rice, or I barely had vegetables also. And I was losing, now hear me out, doing this with conjunction of my hour cardio every day. By this time I was up doing the 12-inch incline, going 3 miles an hour. I was losing 6 to 7 pounds a week consistently doing this method alone. When I say I had no carbs, I didn't have any carbs. None. Remember, this is month number 4. Once I started noticing that I can do this, and I had the certain amount of pounds I would lose per week doing this, I just stuck straight to that. Until shit hit the fan. Literally, I'm gonna tell you exactly what the fuck it is. And this is gonna sound very graphic, but I tell you, this is something that's near and dear to me. And I want to make this video that I'm trying not to make it long, but I need to let you know how every step was, how I felt during every step of the weight loss. So by me not having any carbs, I had no fucking idea what fiber was. And I know a lot of you guys already know what the fuck I'm going to with this. I had no fucking idea what fiber was. I didn't know what the fuck it did until I had problems going to the bathroom. And when I say I had problems, I mean, I don't know what giving birth feels like. But if it felt like that every time I went to the bathroom, every time I had to go take a dunk, deuce, a shit, a poop, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that shit was the most horrible and excruciating pain that I ever felt in my life. All because you're eating all that meat. That meat doesn't have anything to soften it up or to break it down, which is the fiber that your body uses to break food down. I learned my lesson after that first month, and like I said, my ass was bleeding because I wasn't getting a lot of fiber in. Fiber is very important. That's why I always stick by people when they tell me to do a low carb diet and they tell me I'm eating 20 grams of carbs a day. I say, you're not getting enough fiber in. Because I know what happened to me. So I know damn well, you ain't got to tell me, I already know what's going on with you. Most of the time when I hear a diet and people tell me what it is they're doing, 9 times out of 10, I've done every diet. You don't have to tell me what your body is going through. Because I've been through it, and I'm looking at you like, okay, so I know you're going through this, take this. So what I did, I increased my carbs. So I started taking in 50 grams of carbs every day. So by me taking in 50 grams of carbs every day, I was able to hit 20 to 25 grams of fiber every day. Now I know a lot of y'all good at math. So you say, oh, you got 50 grams of carbs. You had a lot of wiggle room. No, the fuck I didn't. 50 grams of carbs gave me just enough carbs to hit my fiber. I was eating shit like the fiber bread, the low calorie, 35 calorie bread, and I actually had to take the Walgreens sell these fiber gummies called Vita gummies or Vita fiber, some shit like that. I literally only had enough calories just to hit my fiber. I mean, enough carbs to hit my fiber. That's it. But I was still losing, with that, I was still losing 6 to 7 pounds a week. So YouTube, this around time, now we on month number 5. YouTube stuff started blowing up. You know, I'm at work, and I started watching these videos on cheat days, and it's good to have a cheat day and all this other shit, and do out the van. So I said, fuck it. Once a week, I'll have a cheat day. That's exactly the fuck I did. I would have a cheat day first start off as a cheat meal. So I wouldn't eat for the whole day, because I was scared of putting on weight. So I wouldn't eat for the whole day. And at the end of the day, I had whatever the fuck I want. I had gyros, go out on dates, and you know, whatever restaurant that she chose would do that. Or I drink alcohol and all that other shit. But when that was over, that's it. That was it. Now here's where shit gets crazy. People don't tell you the shit they do after they cheat day to get their body back on track. Because anybody knows that when you're doing a fucking low-carb diet, as soon as you eat carbs, your body gonna blow the fuck up. I mean, I've never gained 10 fucking pounds so fast in my life, and that shit scared me my first cheat day. Like, I was just sat there and looked at the scale like, I'm never cheating again. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, so self, how the fuck am I'm gonna offset these 10 pounds? And I didn't know it was just fucking the water. I didn't know it was just fucking the salt and the water mixed together and it made my body blow up. I had no idea what that shit was back then. I didn't have a fucking clue. I just knew I was just trying to lose fucking weight. So what I did after my cheat days, and I said days because I never stopped having a cheat day, I wouldn't eat for 3 days. 3. It normally takes your body 3 days. That's with anything. If you have a cheat day, it normally takes, if you have experience of weight fluctuation, it normally takes your body 3 days for it to go back to normal. If you're doing it in the right way, it takes your body a week to release that bloat. That's the bloat feeling. People feel like, oh, I feel bloated. That's the fuck that is. It takes 3 days to a week, excuse me, for your body to get back to normal. Now, I told you I didn't eat for 3 days. I want you to put that through your fucking head. All I allowed myself to drink was Diet Pop and water. That's it. Now we on a month number 6. So now that I know what I know, I'm probably down to 230 pounds. Like I said, I was losing weight like fucking that. Like 6, 7 pounds a week was fucking magically disappearing every fucking week. So I did the same thing, except I started saying, how can I burn more calories? I was already doing an hour of vigorous cardio at this time. So how can I burn more calories? So I said, well, you're not lifting weights, so try lifting weights now. Now, when I was lifting weights back then, it's different from how I train now. When I was lifting weights, I was just going through the motions. You know, I was just doing whatever made me sweat. That's what I was in the gym doing. I trained my body 3 to 4 times a week with a heavy influence on cardio, since that's what made me sweat the most. I'm gonna pay attention to what makes me sweat the most. That's because that's all if I sweat more, the scale go down, I'm losing weight. That's all I fucking cared about. Fuck the weights. I'm just using it for something extra to burn more calories. Again, so now month number 7, I probably got down to fucking, I think I had a month where my body just stopped. My body just stopped losing weight. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. It was at a standstill. And looking at it now, back then, I understand that everybody has that period where they don't see any change in body weight, but it's your body it's like your body's trying to put shit together in your body. Like it's fluctuating water. As I had loose skin also at the time too, so my loose skin was shrinking. So I was putting on weight, the skin was shrinking. I was getting smaller, the scale just wasn't going down. And then we move on to month number 8 that we at right now. And then I probably lost 5-10 pounds the next month. But I was also allowing myself to have more cheat days also. So it went from cheating once a week. Because remember, I wasn't eating for 3 days. So I was eating Monday, Tuesday. Well, if I have a cheat day on Saturday, I wouldn't eat Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So I was only eating Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and Saturday. So Wednesday, Thursday, so I was only eating 4 days out the week. So I allowed myself to have another cheat day, like a baby cheat day, cheat meal after that. So I was losing weight. So I was still losing weight. I was probably only losing like maybe 3 to 4, 5 pounds a week. But it was just super fucking slow. Like some months I would just see maybe 10 pounds gone. And some months I remember a month I just saw 5 pounds. Like I said, another month I didn't see anything gone. So we get all the way down to, I think the biggest victory that I've ever felt was when I got under 200 pounds. When I got 200 pounds, I felt fucking amazing. You couldn't tell me shit. From where I started, not even a year ago, like this has been less than a year. At this point, I'm at 150 pounds. I hit 199 fucking pounds. When I saw those numbers on the scale, that was the best fucking feeling in the fucking world. You can never take that feeling away from me. I did something that people could never dream of. Was to hitting that 199. That was a beautiful feeling. Then I felt like a regular person. I felt small. I felt more accepted in my community. I just felt good about me. Now, the last 20 pounds, what was it? Yeah, the last 20 pounds I got down to 180 pounds. The last 20 pounds kind of went off like butter. I don't understand why, but the last 20 pounds, they weren't as hard to get off. I don't know why. Losing 20 pounds now is probably harder because I know about the muscle and you're not trying to lose your muscle, you're trying to keep it and just burn fat, but that last 20 pounds went off like butter. And I'm posting a picture right here of how I look. Let me scoot over some, right here. Now this guy right here was skinny as hell. I burned all my muscle. So look, I'm put a picture here of how I used to look, and I'm gonna put this picture back over here of what I went to in a year. I lost all my fucking muscle. I didn't have anything. I was fucking skinny. I didn't have an ounce of muscle on me, but I was happy. My dream was to be able to one day to go in Walmart and buy a pair of clothes, a full suit, and just wear it. Because I thought that's what regular people, they shop at Walmart. Buy a regular t-shirt, button up, slacks, and I actually did that. I put that shit on and I felt good. Now the other problems and complications that I got to, I didn't stay that size. That's the key takeaway I want you to get from this. That's been 6, 7 years ago, I successfully kept off 100 pounds. I did. I kept off 100, maybe 110 pounds or maybe 120 pounds of the weight that I kept off for 6, 7 years. So I float maybe around like 240 on a good day, 245 maybe. But I don't ever want to get that skinny again. The key takeaway I want you guys to get from this is, 1, you can do anything you set your fucking mind to. And 2, you don't need to feel skinny to be fucking accepted in this bullshit ass society that makes you feel like you need abs, that make you feel like you need a fucking 6-pack, that make you feel like you need to look and dress and walk and talk a certain way to feel accepted. You only find acceptance in yourself. That's it. You look for acceptance inside you. Fuck everybody else's validation. It took me a long time to fucking learn that. Weight loss ain't gonna change that. Getting skinny you're not gonna get that validation just from being skinny. That come from being inside. That come from within you. Sorry that this video was so long, but this is a video that was very important to me, and I want to give you guys step by step exactly what I did, my adventure, my journey, how I got from here to there, and I'm in a much better place now. And I just want everybody to enjoy, love, live life. Thank you.